Alright, so this is probably going to be a pretty popular video just because so many people ask about hand care. Here I've got basically all of the tools that Britt and I use to take care of her hands, and I rarely ever rip. This is the one that we're going to show a lot tonight. This thing is just a corn shaver. It uses these little square razor blades. This is awesome for taking off big calluses. We have this came with it. It's like 3 different grades of sandpaper. This is great after you've taken care of them to file down the edges. A wad rod, Brittany really likes this for everyday use. Again, more of a preventative thing, but if you've already got some calluses, these are gonna knock them down. And we're also gonna show how to fix a torn callus, which Brittany did tonight. We're gonna show, this is our favorite for post-hand care, to keep your hands nice and durable and tough. And then some stuff just to clean out her wounds. All right, so here Brittany's got a pretty nasty torn callus. I don't know if I can peel it up. All right, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna clip it off with some fingernail clippers, all right? So we're gonna go right underneath of it, and I'm just gonna make tiny little clips and pull them off. I am trying to get as far under, and now we've got to really talk to each other.
At this point, the skin that he's taking off is, I want to say dead, so you really can't feel it. Like him clipping, I don't even feel it, and that's why you can get away with clipping down to pretty much the base of where the skin is still attached.
Okay. All right, so at this point, I've pretty much cleaned up as much of the dead skin as I can on Brittany's hand. We're gonna want her to go in the shower to really soften it up, and that way I can continue getting off that callus. At the same time, I've got some calluses built up, and I'm gonna soften mine up in the shower before we use our tools to then cut some of these off. All right, so we're gonna take a nice long hot shower, just like normal, and then we'll be back. All right, so we just got out of the shower. As you can see, our calluses are nice and soft. They're kind of white. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now I'm gonna clean up Brittany's real quick, and then I'm gonna clean up mine. All right, so you can see Brittany's is kind of white there. That's exactly what we want. I went ahead and clipped as much as I could off. I'm gonna use this tool right here, all right? So it's got a little bit of a razor blade and a little bit of a space for the skin to fall through. And so I'm just really gently gonna just shave it off. You can see the skin coming through. Every once in a while, I'm gonna empty it out. All right, because it's wet, it's gonna slough off. All right, so I've basically shaved off to where it's kind of starting to get even, and now I'm gonna use one of the coarse sides to just try and smooth it out so that we don't get any lips that will catch. All right, so I pretty much got it down to as close as I could. It's kind of hard to focus right there. All right, but there's very, very little lip right there, and so that's pretty smooth. So we'll throw some Neosporin on that tonight. I'm gonna clean up some of these others real quick. All right, so when you don't have a tear and you've just got a nasty little callus coming, this tool is really, really good for it. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make nice even strokes. I'm not pressing down too hard. You could just see that the skin just sloughs right off. All right, you do have to be careful with this because it is a razor blade. All right, but once we start getting it to where you can see the skin is shiny now, hey, all right, that's pretty good. All right, we'll just go around it, make it nice and even. And that callus is knocked down. Now she can go back with one of these or even the wad rod, all right, and smooth it out all around it. And if you do this about once a week, you guys won't tear any of your calluses. So I'm doing it on myself now. I've got one that's pretty raised up, all right, and if I were to keep snatching, this one might go. All right, so I'm just gonna slice them off nice and gently.
This is an example of showing it by doing it on yourself. You can kind of tolerate how far to go without hurting yourself or cutting yourself.
All right, I like to also get my palm, all right, so I can do this to my whole hand. You can see how much skin, dead skin, is coming off. Try and get in between each callus along the sides where they usually catch. All right, I'm just being real nice and gentle with it. After a shower, let's get this pinky. All right, I have cut myself using this, so be careful, all right? Don't apply too much pressure. I'm just skinning off the top. All right, so there is the amount of skin that came off of just both of my hands. All right, it's pretty gross, but as you can see, this was very much needed. I do this about once a week, and I don't ever tear. All right, so the final thing is, if you have a torn one like Brittany, we're gonna put some Neosporin on it. If your hands are just now cleaned up like mine, we like to use stuff called Bag Balm. It's like $3-4 or something like that at Raley's or whatever. It's for cow's udders. This is what it looks like. All right, you don't need a lot of this stuff, all right? About that much, rub it in. All right, get it all up in your hands. And if you use this every night, it'll keep your hands nice and moisturized. All right, you're gonna smell like a barnyard, all right? It really smells kind of earthy and barny. Like I said, it's for cow's udders. And so just warn your significant other that if you smell like a bunch of hay, it's just your hands. All right, and then if you do this every night, shave your calluses down once a week, you will not tear anymore. Thanks a lot.